to my little corner. That was fun. That was a good movie. I didn't cry. But I almost did. That was really fun. Yeah, go ahead. Have some of your tea as well. Okay, so let's take off all of this. I'm gonna we have our candle. It's been burning the whole time. And we're just gonna relax and 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 relax. Yeah, you need a little bit more than that. And just take off this makeup from your temples and down your nose and under your eyes and your cheeks, your chin. There we go. And I'm going to use the Sakura Hyaluronic Acid Boosting Essence again. Just pat this in your skin, your temples and under your eyes, your cheeks, your chin. Oh, I'm going to use this eye cream from Coco Kind. This is their revitalizing eye cream. Yeah, this stuff is really nice. It actually does something. I've used so many eye creams and they don't do anything for me. And now we're going to use this Medicube. This is called Collagen Jelly Cream. Now, I love this personally because it's pink. That's the only reason. Yeah, as if that's the only reason. But look, it really is. It's very pink. And it really feels like a jelly. It's so cool. So let's just apply a little bit of this under your eyes and your temples, T-zone, your forehead, and then here a crevice of your nose, down your nose, your chin, and your cheeks, of course, and pat that in. for me, so I'm gonna apply a little bit on the temple here and just pat that in. So give me your wrists and then just pat it in like this. Yeah. And if you want, I can apply some to the back of your neck. Would you like that? Okay, let me do that. Yeah, it smells so good. I'll do that too a little bit. Just rub that in like this. It's so good. Very nice. And now we will apply this Lush Unicorn lip scrub. It's just cotton candy flavor, but I love it so much. I love these products. My favorite one was their popcorn, but they stopped selling it. It's all these other flavors now. So we're gonna leave that on for like 5 minutes, and then I'll gently take it off, okay? And during that time, I'm going to take this Blossom Scented Cuticle Oil. With all these pretty flowers in it. Can you see? I'm trying to show you. And let's do your hands. Alright, just give me your hand. And now your other hand. And I'm gonna grab this towel, and I have some warm water. I'm gonna just use going to now gently rub off the lip scrub. Perfect. And now we're going to take this Can Make Lip Sleeping Mask. Comes with a little applicator, which is so cute because this thing is tiny. Look how tiny this is. It's like the size of my eye. I'm gonna apply this on your lips. Perfect. I know that lavender smell is really helping my muscles relax. obviously, but okay. And I'll do a little bit of reading for you, and I think we'll call it a day, a night. Okay, so I have this politically correct bedtime stories. This is a really funny book, and I'm gonna read Little Red Riding Hood. I love this one so much. I can read it so many times. So just do whatever you like. Close your eyes. Anything. You can fall asleep. Okay. There once was a young person named Red Riding Hood who lived with her mother on the edge of a large wood. One day her mother asked her to take a basket of fresh fruit and mineral water to her grandmother's house. Not because this was woman's work, mind you, but because the deed was generous and helped engender a feeling of community. Furthermore, her grandmother was not sick, but rather was in full physical and mental health and was fully capable of taking care of herself as a mature adult. So Red Riding Hood set off with their basket through the woods. Many people believed that the forest was a foreboding and dangerous place and never set foot in it. Red Riding Hood, however, was confident enough in her own budding sexuality that such obvious Freudian imagery did not intimidate her. On the way to Grandma's house, Red Riding Hood was accosted by a wolf, who asked her what was in her basket. She replied, "Some healthful snacks for my grandmother, who is certainly capable of taking care of herself as a mature adult." The wolf said, "You know, my dear, it isn't safe for a little girl to walk through these woods alone." Red Riding Hood said, "I find your sexist remark offensive in the extreme, but I will ignore it because of your traditional status as an outcast from society, the stress of which has caused you to develop your own entirely valid worldview. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be on my way." Red Riding Hood walked on along the main path, but because his status outside society had freed him from slavish adherence to linear, Western-style thought, the wolf knew a quicker route to Grandma's house. He burst into the house and ate Grandma, an entirely valid course of action for a carnivore such as himself. Then, unhampered by rigid traditionalist notions of what was masculine or feminine, he put on Grandma's nightclothes and crawled into bed. Red Riding Hood entered the cottage and said, "Grandma, I have brought you some fat-free, sodium-free snacks to salute you in your role of a wise and nurturing matriarch." From the bed, the wolf said quietly, "Come closer, child, so that I might see you." Red Riding Hood said, "Oh, I forgot you are as optically challenged as a bat. Grandma, what big eyes you have." "They have seen much and forgiven much, my dear." "Grandma, what a big nose you have. Only relatively, of course, and certainly attractive in its own way." "It has smelled much and forgiven much, my dear." "Grandma, what big teeth you have." The wolf said, "I am happy with who I am and what I am," and leaped out of bed. He grabbed Red Riding Hood in his claws, intent on devouring her. Red Riding Hood screamed, not out of alarm at the wolf's apparent tendency toward cross-dressing, but because of his willful invasion of her personal space. Her screams were heard by a passing woodchopper person, or log field technician as he preferred to be called. When he burst into the cottage, he saw the melee and tried to intervene, but as he raised his axe, Red Riding Hood and the wolf both stopped. "And just what do you think you're doing?" asked Red Riding Hood. The woodchopper person blinked and tried to answer, but no words came to him. "Bursting in here like a Neanderthal, trusting your weapon to do your thinking for you," she exclaimed. "Sexist, speciesist, how dare you assume that women and wolves can solve their own problems without a man's help?" When she heard Red Riding Hood's impassioned speech, Grandma jumped out of the wolf's mouth, seized the woodchopper person's axe, and cut his head off. After this ordeal, Red Riding Hood, Grandma, and the wolf felt a certain commonality of purpose. They decided to set up an alternative household based on mutual respect and cooperation, and they lived together in the woods happily ever after. That is crazy. And mind you, they spell woman WOMYN. They don't spell woman like men with the E. I love that so much. That was so funny. So the whole story, it's all these collections, like they have the Emperor's New Clothes, the Three Little Pigs, Cinderella, Goldilocks, Chicken Little, the Frog Prince, Jack and the Beanstalk, A Christmas Carol, basically just rewritten classics, but in a politically correct way. It's so funny. I remember I found this book in my high school library, and this is all of the books together, but at the time so it's 3 books, yeah, but at the time in high school it was just the 3 books, and I remember like taking the first one, the Snow White one, or the Red Riding Hood one. It was just so funny to me, and I finally got my own copy of it at a antique store. For how much did I get this for? $8. I was so happy to find this. Like, yeah. Anyway, I can see that you're dozing